everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Journey Marie, and today we're going to be reacting to Andrew Tate. It's just a compilation of some things he said in the past. So yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you watch my videos and you're not subscribed. I really appreciate it. And let's get straight into today's reaction.
I don't believe in depression. Don't message me about depression because I don't believe in it. If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But if you don't believe in ghosts, it's the wind and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power by believing in them. Your house is only haunted if you believe in ghosts. Belief is a powerful thing. If I were to stand in front of you and I were to tell you that I could punch you as hard as I can in your sternum and I could fracture it and send a splinter into your heart, would you allow me to try? You wouldn't, because you know I believe I can. I believe I can hurt any man on the planet, and that's why people are afraid of me. And you believe depression is a crippling disease, and that's why you're afraid of it.
I kind of see his point of like, you give it power when you feed into it and you believe in it. Like if you're like every day you wake up, oh, I'm so sad, I hate my life sucks. Like words have power. What you put your energy into has power. So if you put your energy into positive things and like, okay, I may feel down right now, but I'm gonna take steps to change it, to start thinking more positively. Yeah, but also depression is like a clinical thing. Depression is like a real thing. Like it's clinical. Like people go to the hospital for it. Like it's a real thing. Mental health is real, and there is ways to cope with it that could be positive, where you like don't give it too much power and don't feed it. There's ways you can feed depression if you just think negatively, if you just see the worst in everything, if you constantly are putting out negative energy, it's going to come right back to you. But at the same time, some people maybe can't help it or can't really control it. They might need help with like medication, they might need therapy. There's certain things where it's not that simple, but I see what he's saying.
Breathe air. You don't need a vape. Have you ever seen anyone with a vape? Have you ever sat in a room? So we go, wait, let me just go. My vape's done charging. Load it up. And then some motherfucker's like, it's bad for me. Duh. The fuck? How are people surprised by this shit? And now they're all over Twitter and on the news. Maybe we should do something about it. No, don't do anything. If you're so fucking stupid, it didn't cross your mind at some point that permanently sucking on this vape was going to damage you in some way, you deserve what happens to your dumb ass. And what kind of parent lets their 16-year-old vape anyway? If I had a 16-year-old son, he's like, I got a vape. Get the fuck out of here, vape. Do some push-ups. You ain't got time to vape. You got to do push-ups.
Well, like if it's a child vaping, like a teenager, teenagers are very impressionable. Their brains are not fully developed. They think something's cool. They see it. They do it. So I wouldn't say that they're like stupid and they deserve what they get. I think it's better to educate them and let them know the real effects, because a lot of times they don't know. If it's a grown person doing it, then you're grown. You make your own decisions. Whatever it does to you, it does to you. Like that I agree with. That's you decided to do that. But at the same time, it could become an addiction. Nicotine is an addiction. Like people do need help getting off of it. But if you're a grown up, that's your decision. If you're a teenager, it's your decision. But at the same time, it makes sense that you're impressionable and you just need education and whatnot. And a lot of times, parents can't control their kids, especially when they're teenagers and they spend 8 hours at school. They spend time with their friends. They don't even spend that much time at home. Parenting is a big part of it. But at the same time, you can't really control everything your kid does.
I didn't even decide, I realized yesterday that I can actually, genuinely, right now, nothing is stopping me from becoming Batman. Nothing. I have a Batcave.
Okay, yep.
I have an Alfred.
Okay.
I have a Batmobile, a Bugatti.
Yep.
I can fight.
Yep.
Rich as fuck.
You can afford body armor and all the crap that Batman
I
needs.
can buy it all. I'm charismatic. There is nothing stopping me putting on a suit and being Batman.
What was that? Okay, I guess.
I don't think most women can actually genuinely understand how lonely the majority of men are.
Yeah.
And you need to truly understand, if you're Joe Schmo, average in nearly every way, in Starbucks working, you ain't getting a DM ever. You girls will never be lonely. As much as you might be unhappy with the possible suitors, you can at least fuck about and flirt if you feel sad. There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness. And I can prove this statistically. Why?
But you could be in a room full of people and with all the attention on you and still feel lonely. So I think it could be both ways. I understand what he's saying. It's true. Like, if somebody's an average guy, let's say he's shorter, you know, this generation, they want somebody super tall, super buff. Let's say you're shorter, you're skinnier, you have average looks, whatever that means, average looks. You know, yeah, you could feel really lonely because you might not have the potential suitors that a girl might have, or a really pretty girl might have, or whatever. There's different like standards when it comes to that. But I also don't think you could say just because a girl has suitors that she can never be lonely, because all those suitors could be the wrong person. And this guy might not have a lot of suitors, but he can have that one girl and she ends up being the one. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, she could have all these suitors, but that doesn't mean she doesn't feel lonely. True loneliness. It doesn't mean that she'll never be lonely, because you could be in a room full of people and be the most lonely person there. Same with the guy, you know, he could be the most lonely guy because nobody's hitting his DMs or nobody's pursuing him or won't give him a chance. But honestly, if nobody's giving you a chance, those aren't the right people anyway. And with the girl who's getting all these suitors, all of those suitors could be not the right guy either, you know? So I think it's just a little bit of, we have to look at each other's perspectives and like respect each other's perspectives, listen to each other. Instead of like comparing all the time of like, women will never be lonely, but guys, they know what it's like to really be lonely. There's ways that men and women can feel lonely in different ways, you know? I think it's just all about perspective and all about respecting each other's experiences.
Do you think it's all the men killing themselves compared to the women?
Well, I didn't know about that statistic. Men are higher suicide rates.
Some child is outside enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness. I hate happy children. Anyway.
He's not serious.
You're all losers. We've discussed this before. I'm the king of the world.
I got straps in my wardrobe. Look in the wardrobe. Show the wardrobe. What suit am I gonna wear? What fucking gun? We're on the G like that. I'm gonna say right here in case the police roll up. You're not allowed guns in a range. But you are allowed guns in a shooting range. So I had to get my house registered as a shooting range. Bro, you don't know me. You're not allowed guns. There's a shooting range over there. Well, there's a shooting range. I'm a shooting range.
Interesting.
Hold on, though. Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
You're not gonna be calling me a pussy when I fucking roundhouse kick you in the head.
Okay.
Just so you guys know,
if I had to choose between a roundhouse kick in the head from you or a blowjob, knowing your history, I'd probably choose the roundhouse kick in the head.
I don't know the history of that video. I don't know who that girl was, but.
Oh, I think they like me. Yup, in my white tee. Yup, in my white tee. Yeah. Call the pipe Williams for the hype, please. They gon' white you.
Who is, honestly, I don't know who this guy is besides, you know, all of this. What does he do for, like, how did he get rich? That's what I want to know. Because it seems like he's pretty rich, but I'm like, what does he do? He must, like, invest or, I don't know what he does. Maybe his family will.
If you are a parent and you have a young son, or if you're a young guy, what you need to do is ban Hollywood. Do not allow yourself to watch a movie or a video ever again where a woman beats up a man, because it's not realistic and it's not true. I'm tired of seeing chicks beat up men. I'm tired of seeing it. Oh yeah, you want to mess with me? You think I'm a girl and you mess with me, you're gonna learn something. Hey yeah, fuck you, ho. You ain't gonna do shit but suck dick and cook.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Don't really know what to say to that.
Do I have kids? If I had kids, I wouldn't say on the podcast.
But if you had a daughter, say,
Yep.
how would you feel if she came in with a man like you? Be honest.
Okay, and this is the thing, and I'm going to actually be completely honest here. I really try and base my worldviews on brutal realism. I try and be a realist, even if it's hard to be a realist. If that man made her happy, good.
See, I would cut his fucking dick off.
Well,
man.
this is and I know, and I understand that. But if she were to say, look, he does what he does, but I really love him. And I was like, does he hurt you? No, he doesn't hurt me, and I'm happy with him. Then I'd be like, as long as you're happy. Water I drink is sparkling water because sparkling water is for rich people. And I'll tell you why. You can get
I feel like a lot of stuff he's been saying has been satire or just like for like shock factor or just to shock you. I feel like that's his ploy. Like I feel like he believes what he's saying most of the time, but I feel like some stuff he just be, I don't know.
Uncarbonated water, still water from the fucking tap. The government gives you that shit effectively for free. Sparkling water you have to buy. So if you only drink sparkling water, you only drink rich man's water. I explained this to someone, some bumbacla, and of course he replied with the typical, but I don't like sparkling. You don't like sparkling water? You don't like water? Yeah, but the bubbles. The bubbles? You scared of bubbles, you little bitch? It doesn't taste of anything. It has bubbles in it. Oh, you're afraid of bubbles? The fuck is wrong with you? All I did was pay women. Woman worked for me, made $100,000 in a month. I gave her about 25% of that money. She got 25 grand, I got 75 grand. You're sitting there going, that's exploitative. Why'd you give her so little? So little. I'm the genius behind it. I'm the tech. I'm the emotional support. I'm the one who told her what to say and what to do. She's just the face of it all. 25% is a huge margin. When you work at McDonald's, do you get 25% of what you ring up on the till? You get less than 1%.
He's got a point, but what do these women do for him when they work for him? Like, what's the job? Why is he a boss? What does he do? And what do those women do? Am I just like slow? I don't think I've ever heard of him like having women work for him and
overpaid them all. I made women millionaires. I'm a feminist, I'm a good man. I don't take advantage of women.
I mean, I think it's all about perspective because yeah, the women that he's working with, maybe they don't feel taken advantage of. Maybe they don't feel like they've been exploited. Maybe they're happy to get that $25,000 out of 100 based on what they had to do for it. Maybe it was really easy work. I don't know what it is. Y'all can let me know in the comments. Is it like OnlyFans or something? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, he is interesting. I can't really tell. I feel like he believes what he's saying, but sometimes I can't tell if he's saying some certain stuff just to shock you or just as like satire. I don't know. It's hard to gauge. It's hard to really. A lot of the stuff he says I don't agree with, of course. Like women just do this and cook or whatever. Or I could be with a bunch of women, but none of those women could be with anybody else. That's kind of like controlling and like manipulative and kind of like double standards, that type of stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I hope you enjoy my reaction, and I will see you guys in my, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reaction.